And we're live. It's alive. It's alive. What can I say? I took a shower and washed my hair, and I can't do anything with my brain. It's just gone today. Good morning to Jennifer. Oh, this one? Yeah, I got my hair cut. That's probably about 4 years old when I was thinner. But I thought I'd show it to you so that you would still think I was in good shape. Um, Christy, welcome. And Sam, good morning to you. And Samantha Stewart, hello, my friend. Cynthia King, I haven't seen you for a long time. Are you not doing lives anymore? Because you used to, I think you used to sit in your chair and do lives. Paula Mulford, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Beth, there's Granny D. I got the biggest kick out of Granny D this morning. I we've got a hurricane coming, and it's not a hurricane yet. It's a tropical storm. They've named it, so it's on its way. It's down near where my grandchildren and my children live in the Fort Myers, Tampa Bay, that area. It's going through there now, and it should be here tomorrow. Those kinds of things make me antsy because a couple things happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I can deal with anything as long as I know what it is. It's the unknown that gets me. And um, and the second thing is, whenever there's a storm, the barometric pressure drops, and the pressure drops at a different rate than the pressure in my bones, and so I hurt all over. But I'm not complaining about that. It's my you know, people used to rub their knees and say, "Oh, there's a storm coming." They can tell by the barometric pressure. Well, I went out today. I just needed to go outside and breathe some fresh air before the storm got here and look at the sky. I love to watch the trees because when the wind hits the trees, they kind of do a ballet. And I just love to watch that. It just, I don't know, I think it's graceful and beautiful in the trees. So I took my cup of coffee and I went out on the deck and drank my coffee. I completely missed Christy's live this morning. I didn't even think about it. I just needed to get outside. Well, when I came back in, I thought, well, I need to get ready for my live, get my things all lined up. So I turned on YouTube and there's Christy and it's like, oh no, I missed her this morning. Well, she was still on. And not only that, but who was up on the panel with her? My younger sister, Granny D. And I have to tell you, she was showing this beautiful shawl made out of yarn she'd had for a while. And when she dropped that shawl down, she was in her underclothing. Only Granny D could get by with something like that. If I tried that, y'all would run. You never come back. I love you, D. There's Beth. And let's see who else is here. Gloria's here. Good morning, Gloria. Sujan is here. And Pam, I love you. I did get notification, Pam, that it will be here Monday. It depends on if the hurricane's here Monday. I may not get it till Tuesday. But I did get notification that it's coming. Brenda Smith is here. Hello, Brenda. Welcome in. I need to tell you, welcome in to all of my people, all of my family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For you to come out on this blustery Sunday to come to the cottage, I love it because I told you when you come in the door, your smile on your face when I see you just lights up my heart. There's Kim and there's Dawn Lavelle. Welcome in. Not so naughty. And welcome into some new people. Laura Harper, hello from a rainy Fort Myers. Are you getting a lot of wind, Laura, or is it mostly rain? Because it's heading up this way. I'm in Columbia County, just south of Georgia, and just northeast of the Big Bend area. So whatever way it turns, we're going to get it. We don't do lives. I did some videos, but not in a long time. Just a supporter. Okay, Cynthia King. Are you not the one who made this for me? Are you this Cynthia King? Or do I have my Cynthias mixed up, which is a big possibility? Heavy rain this morning, Paula. Yep. There's Leanie. Hello from the panhandle of Florida. Yeah, you and I are going to get it, Leanie. You and I are going to get it because I'm near Gainesville, so it's going to come right through the Big Bend, and you're going to get the west end, and I'm going to get the east side. Bradenton, yeah, Dawn. You're getting rain right now, Sarasota. If my Sarah, Stitch in the Spectrum Sarah is in here, she's getting the storm. Your kids are near Fort Myers, yeah. Well, it's I think it's far enough out that it's going to be mostly rain, D. So and it's not a hurricane yet. So I think the kids are going to be okay. There's just going to be a lot of rain, a lot of rain. And Nino, ninja mode. Okay, well, you pop in and out when you can. Yeah, it's right, Paula. See, I told you her knees tell her. Susan Burke, my love, how are you today? Hugs back, sweet pea. Hugs back. It's weird finding other Christies that spell their name the way I do. Crochet Creations by Christy spells hers Christi, I think. Shirley Bain and Angela Wright. She was a hoot. Yes, she was. She's always a hoot. You can always count on Dee to add some excitement to the day. Let's see who else is in here this morning. I love it when you all say hello to everybody. Sally Stevens is here. There's Crochet Creations by Christy. She spells her name the same way. You lurk away, sweetheart. I was just telling him I got such a kick out of Granny D coming up this morning in her underwear. You just never know what she's going to say. You just never know. Well, Pam, it's not a hurricane. It's just a tropical storm Debbie at this point. There's Carrie. And hopefully it won't. The lower winds are going east to west, and the upper winds are coming west to east. So it's ripe for consolidation, but so far it's not developed into. I thought so, Cynthia King. I thought you had made that. but it's not a hurricane yet, is what I wanted to say. Rita! Good morning, Rita Pacheco, one of my favorite names to say out loud. Oh, I do. It's right on my chair, Cynthia. It's right here. And there's Angela, Frozen Stone, and Kim G. Oh, 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 I love all you people so much. Kathleen Price. Can you please give me the instructions for row 27 of the Somebunny? I keep getting row count wrong. I will, Kathleen. You Gmail me, please, at misscottage@gmail.com. As it is on my screen, but leave off the apostrophe. It's just mscscottage@gmail.com. And I will send you either by attachment back in an email, or I will send you a hard copy if you like of the pattern so that you can have it. Because I know a lot of people like to have that paper in their hand. I'm not picking it. Well, yeah, I am picking on you, Dee. It was just such a shock to see you in your underwear, but it did look like a tank top in your behalf. I love you, Kim G. Standing in front of the church to say hello, everyone. That's Zoila. I don't know how she does it. Denise Hoffman. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love you too. I love you too, Sister Susie. KK. I think we're just going to get a lot of rain, KK, and we are on the old river. Um, Probably about 500-600 years ago, the river went through behind this property, and so we're on a high ridge. It's rock, and the ditch was full yesterday because we got quite a bit of rain yesterday from that first band that came through, but we have never flooded here. In the 14 years I've been up here, we've never flooded. So I think we're going to be okay. Now, the problem for us comes with the fact that the rain um, fills the Swanee on its way up, and the Swanee goes into the Itchnatucknee, and the Itchnatucknee goes into the Withlacoochee, and I think I'm telling you right, and the Santa Fe, and we're on the Santa Fe, and so the bridge over 27 on the Santa Fe gets flooded. The bridge on 47 sometimes gets flooded and they won't let you cross. And the only bridge that's high enough is when we go 138 down and take the jog and go 138 to somewhere else. We can get across there usually. But I do want to assure all of you that we have water, we have lanterns, we have a gas range in the kitchen. So if electric goes out, we can still cook with gas. We have plenty of food in the freezers. We have plenty of water, bottled water. Um, there's gas in my car. Elmo just went out to fill the van up, the main car, with gasoline. We have, I think we've got eggs, we've got bread, we've got milk. We're good. We're good. We're good. Kathleen Price. Welcome, welcome. Now, I have to tell you about Kathleen Price. My sister, that's older than I am by 4 years, married Gwen Gerald Price. When I married a Rice. Gwen Gerald's sister, Sandy Price, married a Rice. And my niece married a Rice. And so we got the Rices and the Prices and the Price Rice and the Rice Prices. My daughter thinks that we're locked up in the Harvey. Oh, Shirley, no. Boy, you know what? That's I don't know what they took in the value of it, but I think the most valuable part is the part where you feel violated because right out of your own yard and you were sleeping and didn't even hear it. That's that that's scary. That is scary. I love you, Dee. And Trish. Oh, I love that girl. She's been through so much and she's come out on the right side, and I love her. All right, let's see if we can get through these welcomes. Oh, really? It's the old river bed. It's not even a river anymore. It's just a big, deep trench behind the property, but it's where the old river, old Santa Fe was. Michelle D., good morning to you. You know, it's a strange world we live in right now, and that's all I'm going to say because I am praying for a change. Make a milk sandwich. No, but I'm telling you, my mother fed 6 people on bread, milk, and eggs. I don't know how she did it, but we never got hungry. If it's not tied down, that's right. That's right. And I'm at the bottom. Okay. So we've talked about hello, everybody. We've talked about new and old. We talked about the prices and the rices. And um, I want to welcome in all of the new people who have signed up since during the month of July. And boy, have I got a page. Strings and Threads, Critters Crochet, Rosalie's Craft Creations, Dawn Ray, Zoila, Grandma Wanda, The Shell Chronicles. Nancy Mack finally got off her backside and subscribed. Thank you, Mac. Tiny Little Blessings, Layla Harvat, Ruth Howard, Crochet Loving Lena. Thank you, Leanie. Robin Mongold, Beth Taylor finally checked in. Jolene Larson, Mork and Mandy signed up. Woohoo! Edith K, T. Bruin, Ann Weber, Sharon Tippett, Mary Rowland, Leona Olson, Teresa Cox, Isabel G, Crafty Mom, and Premier Yarns subscribed. And I want to thank all of you for subscribing. I don't know how many subscribers I have, but I know a lot came over from Wanster when he shouted me out, and not all of those are going to stay. And I think YouTube has a way of dropping them off after, I don't know if it's after a year or if they don't show up for so long. I don't know, but and there's Pebbles. Hello, hello. I love that girl. And Carrie, everyone's signing up for Carrie. Subscribing to my channel. I have 1470. Okay. And I'm sure that I'm not going to keep that many, but because I don't know how YouTube works. But I am so grateful for all of you that faithfully come back every Wednesday and Friday and Sunday to the cottage, because drop your worries at the door and come in and grab a cold drink, put your feet up, and just soak up the love that's here. And no matter how much you soak up, when you leave, I always have more than what you came with. So How can I complain, right? All right, what's on today's agenda? The welcome new members for July, and I I have a book to show you, and it's because of this book I'm not going to do any more clothes because I am a novice at them and they're just awful, awful. And I never intended for my Somebunnies to have clothing. My Somebunnies are just simple love. That's what they are, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. But if you feel the need to put clothes on your babies, I want to show you this book. This book is by Ermolova. Maria Ermolova, and it's called Baby Toys and Clothes. Now, for you who don't know Maria Ermolova, she is the one that makes the Palushka bunny. And I don't think the bunny is in this one. Yes, maybe it is. Maybe Palushka bunny is in here. This is Palushka bunny. Isn't that the most adorable thing you've ever seen? And because she is from Europe, she takes pride in what she makes. And her things are just so. In this book is Little Kitty, a bunny, an outfit for a little girl, outfit for baby Kylie, a baby doll, an outfit for that baby doll, an outfit for a Christmas dress. Isn't that so cute? A little bear is in this book also, and an outfit for a little baby. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? So this book was, I think, $19. She shows you how to do all kinds of things. It's wonderful. The abbreviations are in here, and it's in U.S. terms. And this is book 1 of 2. And I have to say, when I found out this was book 1 of 2, I ordered book 2. Look at this kitty. And even the head has got fur on it. That is the cutest thing. Plus, they're illustrated beautifully. Look at this little dress. So I am no longer going to make clothing. All right, I missed a bunch. And I'm going back. Oh, the bunny is cute. Hello, Pebbles Peacock. Oh, Demi's here, the naked snail. What did Pebbles say? Oh, Brandon is here. I love that, Brandon. I'm telling you. He tricked me, but I got it now. Pleased to have found you, Miss C. I had 5 somebodies, 4 have been adopted, and 8 more are being created. Your gift of the idea of spreading God's love. That's what it's all about. And I don't put faces on them except for the eyes, because when you pull the end together, it kind of makes its own nose. I don't add anything because I wanted my somebodies to be pure, unadulterated love. Lydia's here. Hello, Lydia. Oh, some more people have come in. I'm so thankful that you come to visit the cottage. Which book is this? This is called Baby Toys and Clothes, and it's from Amazon. It's by Maria Ermolova, Ermolova, Maria, Maria Ermolova. And the book is by Palushka Bunny. And she makes the Palushka Bunny. And I have gotten that pattern before. And it's more intricate. And honestly, it was to crank out some, pardon me, to crank out some bunnies, I wanted something simpler. So that's why I took the bunny, Emma, from Carrie Lord's book, Edward's Menagerie, because she was a beginner crocheter and it was a very simple pattern. And I only had to tweak it a little bit to make it a somebody. Jan, hello, Jan. Welcome in. Welcome to the cottage, Jan. As you come through the door, on your left is a cooler with water in it. On your right will be the coffee. And I don't know, I haven't seen Bonnie yet. Bonnie usually brings us some kind of muffins. That's true. That's true, Kate. They have big ears and they will sit and listen to your trouble and your worries and your fears all day long. But they never share. They never share. You can trust them. You can tell them anything. And the best part is they're so filled with love that even if you tell them the most horrible, horrible thing about your childhood or your life right now or your fears of the future, they will still love you unconditionally. That's the way they are. Good. I always make sure that there's plenty of coffee. And if you don't like what I've made, which is just plain ground coffee, Elmo gets beans. He gets the bag of beans and then he grinds them fresh every morning for us. He's a very thoughtful, grumpy old man. But if you don't like that particular coffee, because I make it weak, there the Keurig is right there too, so you can dig around in the container and find a coffee you like. Dorothy? What do you mean, Dorothy? Toto, Dorothy. Okay, got it. I got it. I got it. They have secret names for each other. And there's Steve. Make sure you wipe your feet, Jan. Yes, please, because Steve gets the scraps off the floor and I don't want them dirty. Pam brings them. Okay, what did you bring? All kinds. So I'm sure there's some blueberry there with a lemon glaze over the top. That's usually what comes in. Sometimes there's banana nut and chocolate chip ones. I love it when y'all come on Sunday. Anyway, this book is wonderful. So if you want to make things for your bunnies, you need that book. And like I said, there's a second one, and I'm not going to try and look it up, but it's by Maria Ermolova. I have Maria Ermolova, and I have who's the other one that just stopped her? Poltava. She just stopped her channel. And I wrote to her and I said, please, just take some time out and but don't quit. Very sad that my package from you, Miss C, never got to me. It got put in the wrong box and no one is honest enough to turn it over. Are you kidding me, Pam? Oh, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Um, Pam, resend me your address, and I will make sure that this one gets there. Okay, please. Bare feet. I love it. I love it. And Tia is here today. Welcome in, Tia. Crochet Cute Critters, Amigurumi. Thank you, Sam. Toys and Toy Clothing 2. Thank you. So that's the second book. And I'm sure that if you get those two books, you will find plenty of things in there. And I know you are also creative, that when you see something that someone else has made, sometimes before you even start it, or sometimes um, once you get halfway through, just or get it started, you guys are so creative that you'll say, I think I could change that, or I don't like that color. I'm going to put this color in. And so you can have one pattern and make it 6 days of clothing out of one pattern, just changing the color and moving this up and moving that down, or putting a different edging on it. And then there's the Sunday dress. So I'm sure you guys are. That's a shame. That's really a shame, Pam. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Lemon poppy seed are my favorite, Brandon. There's a place in Gainesville called the Mill Bakery, and they make the big Texas size muffins, the big ones, and they made a lemon poppy seed with some kind of, probably a lemon glaze, some kind of glaze over it. Regina Layfield is here. Welcome in, sweetheart. Leave your shoes and your worries at the door. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or some hot tea. We got all kind of muffins. A good assortments come in since I last looked. So grab a muffin and a napkin. But the Mill Bakery used to make the best lemon poppy seed muffins, and they sold. And the new people don't. I don't know if they make them or whether they just aren't the same. But you're right, Shirley. Anything lemon. I found some new lemon cookies at Aldi's. They're called lemon crisps with a zing of lemon. And they're like a ginger snap, only they're lemon. And they're just really thin. And I think I took them back out into the kitchen because I was sitting here this morning eating them up. There's 4 to a serving, and that is like a way too small serving. Anything lemon. Gloria Gioia. Gioia? You're welcome, Linda. If you have an Aldi's up there, Jan, um, they come in a package. Well, in our store, when you walk in, there's like the fresh fruit and cut fruit and the salad stuff, and then the bread stuff starts, and it's right there on where the cookies are, breads and the cookies. And there's, listen to me, I'm saying a lot. There are ginger snaps in a bag, and then there is the lemon snaps in a bag. Ours there, Jan, and isn't it just wonderful for her? Okay. You don't have one. Well, I may have to go back to. I may have to get Elmo to take me and just send you some. I'm just afraid they wouldn't wind up. You'd have lemon crumbles. You'd have to make a apple. Um, you'd have to make something and crumble it over the top. Lala won hooker to hooker. Hooker versus hooker. Oh my gosh, I didn't watch it last night. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I'll bet she is so chuffed. I'm telling you, I can't believe it. She, she tries so hard every time. I'm so glad. Now, Jan, who is it that made the trophy? Remember, you guys had a trophy one year? Somebody crocheted you one. I thought that was the coolest thing. Somebody needs to crochet her a trophy and give it to her so she can put it up there. Because the dinosaur or the dragon won't fire it and melt it. Oh, I'll bet she was so chuffed. No, I'll bet it'll be interesting to see next Tuesday when we do Bag of Days hats. I'll bet that hat won't fit her. Oh my, is it Jamie Marie that made it? Okay. Well, we're going to have to get in touch with her and have her make another one. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to have to make her another one. I'm probably going to have to crochet her a giant hat and send it up to her. Just tell her I hope this one's big enough for her head. Oh, you guys. I love it. I'm so thankful she won. Okay. Um we're not doing anything we were supposed to be doing today. And we have we started the dress and we're supposed to finish the skirt. Are you guys up for it or do you just wanna she does have bragging rights for the month now. That's right, Steve. Steve was in Christie's live this morning. Steve, I about fell out of my chair when I saw Granny D this morning. No, we won't. She's going to mention it every time she comes up on one of her either her lives or her whatever else they are uploads. Oh my. What I would rather do is to start a series on different feet and different ears because some bunnies are really my favorite thing to do. And and blankets. I want to do blankets too. Oh, you know what? No, you're not late. I know that you are mourning. You are in mourning because I heard the news yesterday that Aerosmith is no longer going to be touring because of the I think if I read it right, the health of one of the people. And I immediately thought of you. And I thought, oh no, Margie's going to go into mourning. The moo. Oh, you know what? I'm going to, a donut and a moo. I can't put the two together. Steven's vocal cords will never recover back to where they were. So, Steve, if you know Trish, that you know she has nothing to prove. She can put out a blanket in a day. I think she, all by herself, outfitted 2 cabins at Boggy Creek, plus all the blue hats that she made for Jaxie. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree, Margie. Did you see it too, KK? Surely you made a Somebunny for Pam and she sleeps with her. I love it. You know what? You can't outlove the Sunbunnies. Yeah, she can put them out. I'm telling you. Well, I've got a new blanket and it's just really a simple one, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to start it until we finish our um, gumball blankets. We need to get those finished by October and get them out to Mountain States Children's Home. And if you want to do a bunny in the same colors that you're doing your, or one of the colors that you're doing in your blanket, that would be nice too. She asked us specifically to do the bunnies, so we need to have 30 bunnies done by October and get them out there. Um, I told her that I would also ask you, those of you who don't do amigurumi and would rather do a blanket, to make the gumball blanket pattern available so that you could make that. We need 30 of those also to send out to the children's home. I didn't think that was a lot to ask for. I usually get 20 people in my chat, so I figured if 10 make a blanket and 10 make a bunny, then a month, and we've got it made by October, so I'm not really worried about it. 34 rows on the Somebody in the Meadow blanket. Awesome. I got more yarn from Timu because I wasn't sure if I would have enough to finish this. One ball of yarn is 50 grams, and it does about um, from here to here, not quite, but I get one pattern out of it. I get, uh, well, actually, you can see where it ties in here, I think. Did I show you that? Where is that? I may have done it on an edge and actually sewed it in this time. I don't know. But normally I get 4 rows and then the pattern. And then I'm on 3 rows and I'll get a fourth row and the pattern out of this. And then I'll have to open another one. So right now, as of right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like I said, I've got one more row and I'll have the 7th pattern. And it's probably half done. So maybe 10 balls will do it. But I went ahead and Trisha, there's no charge for it, sweetheart. There's no charge for it. Linda finished the gumball blanket. Awesome, Linda. I do too. This green is such a pretty green, and I just got sidetracked again, didn't I? Oh, this me and my rabbits. It's a what do they call this? Just escaped me. It's got fuzzy bits in it, and it's a nice twisted, really nice twisted yarn, and it's shiny, and it's got tweedy bits in it. That's what it is, tweed. Okay, if you make a Somebunny for Mountain States Children's Home, I will accept one from you, but I would rather they go there. Those kids need them. And I love all the things that you send me, whether they're teeny tiny or whether they're giant. I have a giant white one up there that is absolutely, she's the mama. Um, Regina, you can make a Somebody. It's really simple. And if you'd like the pattern, I will be glad to send it to you. If you're not an amigurumi person, that's fine. You can do the bunny tracks blanket if you choose, or not. You can just bring your own project. Just sit back, kick your feet up, and soak up the love. It's okay. That's what this cottage is all about. It is Miss C's cottage, home of the Somebunny, filled with God's love from the floor to the peaked ceiling. And you take it home with you when you go. So no matter what you do while you're here, it's going to be filled with love. Trisha, if you send me your email, I will either attach the pattern and email it back to you, or send me your address and I will. In fact, I might have it. I don't know. Send me your address and I will mail you the hard copy if you want. It's just really simple. It's 4 rows of double crochet and then 1 row of the pattern, which is just double crochet in open spaces. The cat's meow blanket. I am not trying that one. Samantha, good for you. I know it's hard for you to sit and do one thing, but you really have persisted through all of this. Yeah, Pam, that's true. I just got some of this, and it thankfully is the same type of yarn as the green. It's 35% cotton and 65 acrylic, but it's in baby colors. And these two are, I think they're 50-gram balls. I cannot really tell because it's all written in Chinese, and I don't read Chinese. But there's 5 of them in a package, and I got 2 packages so that I can make another blanket, because it works up so nicely. And the green, there is a blue also, but I wanted it to be green for the meadow. You're the slacker. It's really not difficult to do. It's just single crochets. The fleck, yeah, it's the tweedy ones. I love it. Spring green, yeah, or lime green. I don't know what you call it. It doesn't have a number on it. I don't think it has a color on it. And if it did, it's probably written in Chinese. This one says 65 cashmere and 35 cotton, but I don't think it's cashmere. It's probably acrylic. It doesn't tell me. I think it's a 4 weight, but it doesn't tell me that. Everything is in Chinese. Let's see if I can find one with a label facing out. No, they put the... Here. It's all that baby stuff. 35 cottons, 65 acrylic, this says. And it's the same, but it doesn't give me a name. I would imagine it's color number 22, if that helps. Set size for the children's home. Denise, you will have to go to Dana Wonderlust Crochets. She has all the information on her channel. And I think it's out in the other room. I think the pattern's out in the other room, but she will have all the information. Or if someone has the gumball blanket pattern handy, and Margie, not yet, because you live in Canada, right? And I didn't get that. Okay, thank you, Trish. I didn't get the form filled. Free shipping, Temu. Yeah, Temu. I'll send you the pattern. Just Gmail me and I'll send it to you. Sarah, I'm so glad to see you. How's your weather, sweetheart? Susan Burks made 2 of the Somebody in the Meadow blankets. They're pretty easy to do, aren't they, Susan? You really don't have to put a lot of thought in them. They're just double crochets and windows. You live in Minnesota. Okay, well, let me check that then. Check on Margie. Patterns. Margie, if I can email them to me, then Gmail me and I'll send them today. Yeah, are you getting a lot of rain, Sarah? Sarah, Shirley Bain, if you have a pregnancy center in your town, all right, thank you, Maureen. If you have a pregnancy center in your town that I call them no-kill centers, that advocates adoption or helping the mother through things, they do accept crocheted items for babies. Also, your preemie unit at your hospital or the neonatal unit at your hospital accepts. Check with them. But most hospitals do accept blankets and baby items. There's always a need, because I heard a statistic the other day and it just blew my mind. 67% of single parent births are college students. I know sometimes when kids get away from their parents and their parental guidelines and they have to branch out, just think outside the box and learn new things. But 67%. It blew me away. Just blew me away. How do I communicate how I'm doing during the storm? Oh, I hadn't thought about that, Michelle. Yes, if you have a women's shelter, or spouse abuse center, you can always contact them. And if they, that may be a sporadic thing too. They may have babies there 1 month and not the next month. So, but that's another contact. That was a great idea. That was a great idea. How will I communicate during the storm? um, I can send you emails as it's going. I can put up on my community tab. As long as I have electricity, I can post on my community tab. And if you want to be texted, I will texted you. Hello, Steve from Harneal Media. What do you hear from Dawn Yarndall and Jerry? Um, I don't want any specifics, and I don't know that you know any. I just need to know that Dawn's okay and that Jerry's okay. Denise Hoffman donates to local hospitals and other outreach centers. Yeah, that's check your check them. Jan, we're getting a tropical storm coming through today and tomorrow, coming right up the Gulf Coast, and probably will come across the peninsula of Florida, right just south of the Panhandle. So, because we will be on the east side of it, we probably will get tons and tons of rain. The property that the home is on slopes back towards the old Santa Fe River that was in use maybe 800 years ago. So anything that we get runs off down into that old river. We are high on a ridge, a rock ridge, so the home here is safe. I don't worry about that. We do have some big trees on the property, and they're old. They're big old trees, and that would be our only hazard. Would be if there was enough wind to knock a tree down on the roof or something, one of the outbuildings. But the way the storm is headed right now, we will be on the east side of it, which means we will get more rain and less wind. Thank you, Sarah. Praying for all those who are in the storm. We're all going to need it because there are a lot of us here in Florida. Demi, I'm so glad you came in. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to plug that phone in right now. Thank you. Because I didn't have it plugged in last night, so I will plug it in right now, even as we speak. I have a lantern here, and that lantern is right here on my lamp. Oh, anyway, I can't show you because it's on the lamp, but it's on the gooseneck on the lamp, so we're good there. Keep my phone charged. Jerry was at Cliff's last night, but I haven't heard from Dawn. I sent her a text and just told her that it didn't matter. I still loved her. Just good, Jan. Dania. Dania, I got your new number, so thank you very much for that. And it's not too late. I'm not mailing until Monday, and Yeah, the storm may be here Monday, so I may not be mailing till Tuesday or Wednesday. Sujan donates to local food banks, churches, YouTubers, and local domestic violence organizations. They're all good places. I try to listen to the other YouTubers on here and and listen for needs. Okay, Jan and Margie and Trish, Kathleen, Daigo. Oh, that's something different. Okay, I got all of those. I got all of those. Thank you very much. And I will get those out to you before the storm hits so that while the storm is hitting, you can sit safely in your living room and crochet your little fingers to the bones. Sunita, you're not late. We're here 2 hours today. So we're good. I would like to take a moment right now and type in something to Sunita. And I would like all of you to type it in as well. Mac! Did I eat? Did it eat my comment? I don't know. I didn't see one, Kim. Welcome in, Kim. Expect 10 to 30 inches of rain and have extended power outages. I suggest testing just one person, maybe Sunita, that can post how you're doing to save the phone power. Okay, if it goes out, that's very good. That's very good. I think my comment may have went to pending or YouTube ate it. Can you do it again? Was it hungry? The tornado watch. Oh, yesterday I was sitting in here and working on some stuff, and um, my alarm went off on the phone, and it was 36-hour alert that a storm was coming in 36 hours. It worked out just fine. We just switched it. I'm dyslexic anyway, so um, it worked out just fine. I said I have run a yearly knitting and crochet event for the past 11 years. Each year we choose a different charity to make for as a drive for that event. That's awesome. That's awesome. So in your area, or can anyone participate? Kim, you're going to have to give me, just got home from church and making coffee. Well, don't worry. I got coffee brewing here. So come on over and fix a cup. Is your event for just people in Alabama, or is it? Can anybody participate? Cynthia Bailey. Hello, hello. Watch for the warnings. Yep. Imminent danger. Yep. Coffee. Take a cup too, Kim. Sunita is a gem. She is. Okay. You hate being emailed the you don't you want me to mail it to you rather than send it in an email, Paula? I will mail you a hard copy. I will rewrite it so I won't forget it. So, Paula, you have a printer, so I can, okay. Um, and Nancy Mack needs a hard copy of, yeah, Nancy, you're getting it. It's being mailed. Oh, you need a hard copy. Okay, because I sent you a Gmail yesterday. Yeah, my Gmail's on screen. Send me your address, Nancy, and I'll mail you off a hard copy. Eminent to intimate. Hey, you know when they get that close, it's pretty intimate. Oh, I'm going right over that. Sherry Knowles, working on a Boggy Creek blanket. Are you doing the cat one? I'm not attempting that. Okay, what I want you to do is type in the chat for me. And Margie needs hard copies. I think I put that down, Margie. Okay. Housekeeping. Making a large modern granny square. I love doing the granny squares because they're pretty easy to do, and yet there's so many different types to do. You could make 10 of them and they would all be different, but they all wind up 40 by 40. Okay. Okay. There's what I want you to type in for when it'll be done. Kimmy, welcome in, sweetheart. You just take your time. It'll be done when it's done. You know what? If you work 15 minutes a day on it, it gets done. One spring throw. Daniel, I will get the stuff to you. So, but it's nice to know that there's no rush. Regina, I'm so glad you're here. And Amber, I'm so glad you're here, Amber. The Granny Square jacket. I really would like to do that. Um, we're not making you cry. We're just telling you how much we appreciate you because you sit in the bushes and you do all these wonderful things and you never get thanked. So we're thanking you. No, Susan, it doesn't. It's just something I wanted to say, and I want you all to say it to her too because she needs to know. She needs to know how much she's appreciated because it will carry her through all week. You can write it any way you want.
You guys.
You guys, it's you. You are so special. You don't realize how special you are and how much people love you because you're always in the background, sweetheart.
I'm not going to turn my camera on, but yes, you are making me cry. Stop it.
Okay, let's do something else then. Let's pick your blessing.
Okay,
You
we
pick
can
your
do
blessing?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
Pick your
everybody.
blessing. I'm going to get the cowbell out. Okay, Sunita's going to give us a word. And when she does, you have to write three things. You have to write the word she gives you, a color, and a weight of yarn. Carrie! I love you, Carrie. That's true, Kimmy. She is a blessing to all of us. And sometimes you just need to know that. You know what I was reading the other day, and the verse that came to mind is, and you might want to write this down because this is going to be our verse for August. In all things, in all things, consider others more important than yourself. That doesn't mean that they are more important than you are, because you are just as important in God's eyes as everyone else. But if you have the demeanor to treat other people as if they were more important, it makes people smile, it validates them, it makes them feel special. It's opening a door, it's helping an old lady out to her car with groceries, it's reaching for something for someone smaller than yourself. Um, it's so many things. Letting someone with 3 items go in front of you in your basket full. Little things like that. Just smiling at people. If we all treat others as if they were more important than ourselves, that's our thing for this month. Treat others as if they were more important than yourself. You'll be amazed how lifted you are. All right, type in loved, your color number, and your weight. Just any old scraps that the cottage doesn't want anymore. Steve, what will I do without you? I sure hope my electric doesn't go down because I would miss you. Sandra Carlton is here and Vivian. Welcome, welcome. There's Leanie. And I want you, all of you in here to know, Marlene Young, welcome, welcome. All of you are loved. You are loved just as much as Sanita is. I wants it. What is that? Ox blood red number 4. Ooh. You have to put loved, Jan. Loved. Put your glasses on, sweetheart. Retype it. Samantha, what does I wants it mean? Okay, that's better. Oh, I know, Leanie. I know I am loved. I feel it every time your smiling faces come through that door and I see you. Because when that door opens and you're looking down, taking your shoes off, and the next second you're looking up at me, I know I'm loved. I hope that you can see my face and know how much you are loved. White speckled DK. Oh, that's a good one. Brandon says, my choice. Ooh, Brandon. Linda, you're a blessing to me. I just wish I could spell your last name. You want to write it out phonetically so I can do it? Gioia? Is there 3 syllables in that? 4 syllables? Thank you, Samantha, for reminding people to hit the thumbs up. I forgot all about that. Bonnie usually does that, and I haven't seen her in the chat today. Okay, are we done? We're done, done, done? Okay, I'm going to say the magic words. Pluck your magic twanger, Froggy. And that means that Sunita needs to flip the switch. And we're going to see who wins. 2 syllables. Joya, Joya, Joya. 2 syllables. All right. Margie! Margie, you are the winner of Let's Pick Your Blessing. And you are not in Alaska, so I can send it to you. Um, all right, and she wants Vivian. I'm so glad you stopped in today. Okay, Froggy. That's little. Love white speckled DK. White speckled DK. White speckled DK. White speckled DK. Huh. Let's see. Are these the same? Sunny and Sunny. White speckled DK. It's only 180 yards. I don't think that's enough for a bunny. What is this? Confetti, confetti. Okay, I have 2 of those. Okay, now here's the deal. Here's the deal. Boy, you are really. Okay, I have. Boy, you really. Okay, here we go. Thriss! Hello, sweetheart. Samantha, thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't do that on my channel. Send to Alaska. I send to Alaska. I don't send to I do send to Canada, but when I send to Canada, uh I have to fill out a form, an international form. So that's what that was all about. No, I send to Alaska and I send to Canada. I send all over the world because I think people all over the world need to have somebody's. Besides, I have so much love, I can't keep it all. It just goes. All right, let's see, Margie. I have a couple choices here, and if you don't like these, I'll have to open a Premier Yarn box because I just ordered some dots. Dottie, I think it's called Dottie. Okay, I have some Tweed Indeed, which is confetti. It's from Yarn Bee, and it's one that I got on their 70% off sale year before last. 46 acetate, 46 cotton. 6% viscose and 2% polyester, which makes this really, really soft. It's $6, but I got it for $1.50. And it is called Confetti. And because there's only 180 yards in here, that's not enough to make a bunny. And I have 2 of them. So it looks like maybe this might not be a whole, this may not be a whole one. A lot of times when I'm making bunnies, I'll put the foot a different color, as in this kind of a foot. I'll make the pad a different color, and I may have used this for bunny pads. I don't know. So there's the confetti, or I have the Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Dots, like new, wash after wash. It's a light 3, made in Turkey, and the color is Sunny. And there is 273 yards. And this has green and pink and yellow, and it's a cream background, not a white background. Or I have this Everyday Anti-Pilling Dots Premier in Meadow. Same specs, but this is purple and green and pink. It's a 3 light also. So, my love, I've never crocheted for a baby before. Like fluffy yarn, like latte cakes. Oh, wait. With a halo would be okay for a baby, or is it a risk because of the fluff? If it's a blanket, I would say nix the fluff, because those things go in mouths, and you don't want to clog up a baby's bottom with fluff. Two crochet curious. She wants the green fleck that I showed earlier. What? Is that what it said? The green fleck? I thought it. There's Shannon, right? Shannon, the art junkie. Yeah, an anti-pill would be better, I think. Cookie cakes. Haha. Single person's happy here and having a good one. If not, I hope it turns around. You know what, Thriss? We are right in the middle of giving away some yarn, so stick around because there's another thing coming up pretty soon too. Let's restart an update, but I'm back. Okay, good. You have trouble with your computer, don't you? Anyone can donate, but it's a local event. Okay. Booties. Are you still collecting booties, Kim? Yep. Of course I can, my love. I had we don't get turkeys here, but we do have deer come through. Can you see the green one? You think I'm going to give away my green yarn? This? Is this what you want? This is the same type of yarn. Whenever you get a chance. I might not get mail for a while. It depends on this storm, Thris. Okay, so what do you decide on? Margie, I need an answer. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. We have sunny, we have meadow, we have confetti, and we have green. Steve, thank you. I knew you'd come up with it. You know, I wasn't singing, I was just croaking it out. Pebbles, you'll take the anti-pilling. Which one? Do you want this sunny one with yellow and green and pink? Or do you want this meadow with purple and pink and green? The tweed and dean confetti and cotton? The white anti-pilling. The white anti-pilling. I don't have white anti-pilling. I don't have any white anti-pilling, sweetheart.
She said the meadow.
Meadow. Meadow with the pink and the purple and the green.
Yeah.
All right. This goes off to meadow. All right, I will get that off to you this week. And now, wow, this is going by fast. We need to stay. Don't move. Okay, we need to move right along. Where's Joanne from Two Crochet Curious channel? She makes a lot of baskets and loves number 7. Ah, I've never used that one. Okay, you got the meadow one. Okay, then is that what we do? Is there something else we do? Sunita, help.
Did you want to do today too? I thought you were doing it on Wednesdays.
That's my Wacky Wednesday UFO. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's Wednesday. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, so everybody has given me that a notification that they would like the patterns. and I will get those off to you in the mail. And we've got our winner. I've got a correct address for Dania. I think we did good today.
You did great. And you made me cry. So thanks.
Well, that was happy tears because
It was.
you sit in the background and you do so much for people, and you don't always get your proper accord, your attaboys. I used to have a paint, the paint sticks that you paint stirrers, and I took a brown cotton glove and I stuffed all the fingers full of stuffing, and then I put the stick in there, the paint stirrer in there, and I did some tape around the paint stirrer, around the cuff, so that you
What?
had this brown glove taped to the paint stirrer. And I used to give it to the kids. When they did something really swell, I would give it to them and I'd say, pat yourself on the back. You did good. So that's
Yeah.
all we did today for you. No,
Thank you.
Margie, you're fine.
Okay, what are they asking me to do?
Sunita, please.
Please what?
Would be super helpful, but look, how Dan will likely never find her. Oh, let's see.
What are you looking for?
Two crochet curious. Can you put that channel up? Are you able to do that?
Let me find it.
Two crochet curious, the number 2. Oh, I'll bet that Pebbles, I'll bet that would make good dog blankets.
Oh, two crochet curious with Joanne?
Two crochet curious. Joanne.
Okay. I think I found her. Hold on.
Okay.
But it's not letting me select it. Copy.
Hey, Margie, I am what I am, and that's all what I am, and I'm okay with that. So what you see is what you get.
Copy. Oh, I'm not.
She does have a wonderful soul. Yeah, and once a month we spin the wheel, but it's at the end of the month. And last time it was.
There you go.
Thank you. Last one, it was.
Oh, I gotta take myself out the screen.
Joan Roten, and she isn't here. Joan's not here. I don't know if I have an address for her. Thank you, Michelle, for reminding me of that. We're going to start a new buddy soon. Would you like to do that, Dawn Lavelle? With Joanne. Okay. Ceris, anytime that you give, it's heaped up, pushed down, and overflowing. So, and I don't think she's going to care if it has a label or not. I love you, Jan. Nobody's got a wrench, sweetheart. Vivian Gentry, hello, hello, hello. Ton more of the big stuff I sent Mama G. 20 pounds. Number 7. Wow. What about a dog? Yeah, we could do a dog. Sunita has a wrench. That's because Sunita is my channel manager. She's not whatever else um, what do you call the other people with wrenches? The blue dresses. I don't have them. My channel, I'll tell you about my channel. My channel is as basic as my Somebunnies. They are just boned down to the bare bones. And that's I don't have money coming in. I don't have stuff going out. I have stuff going out. I shouldn't say that. I don't have super chats and moderators. Yeah, I don't have moderators. Um, she's my manager in charge. She's the one that gives me the come into Miss C's cottage. She's the one that gave me the goodbye from Miss C's cottage. She's the one that does the count your blessing things. She's the one that did all those things for me. And I could not do this channel without her because I'm scatterbrained and I forget things easily. And Sunita's what I need, and she's always there for me. So um, that's what I need right now is just the simplest of simple things. And not that Sunita's simple. She's not. She's very complex. I didn't mean that, but I just need the basics, and she does that for me. Sherry, you are right. And I think a lot of people in their mystery bags or things like that will send out yarn that they don't want. And well, it looks like she's a moderator, Sherry, but she's not. She's just my manager in charge of big things. You have moderators? I don't, Samantha. And I'm good with that. I don't need them because Sunita does everything I need. Yeah, and that's fine. Thank you, Gloria. Oh, Thriss, I am what I am, and that's all what I am. I just have been blessed. I just have been blessed. And I tell everybody I'm like that big tunnel at McDonald's where the kids climb up the ladder and they get in the chute and sit down and whoosh, out the other end. That's me. That chute is me. It's just God at the top, and you get in there, and whoosh, all of His love comes out all over you. That's what I am. She is very talented. She is very gentle, and she is very loving. You are right. Blue beanie, snow beanie. You get a baseball cap. So, do you want to do a dog next, you guys? I the rest of August, I want to do moderations to the bunny. I know you're sick and tired of it, but I want to show you several different bunny ears that you can put on there because each bunny has their own personality. So I want you to be able to change the personality by changing the ear. We'll talk about ear positions and the feet, the feet on a bunny. I want to show you some different bunny feet. And yeah, I can do cats. I did a cat for Sherry Knowles' grandson. You need to get the elephant. I never get tired of the bunny because they're so different, you know. And so I'm going to finish off the month of August. Um, I'll show you the dress that I'm working on. I'm not really happy with it, but if you want, I will give you the directions for it because I know some of you have started it. This is the dress. This is the dress. And I'll put the directions in the community tab. It's not really difficult. Once you finish the last row of double crochets all the way around, You double crochet, chain one, skip one, double crochet, and this I'm going to thread ribbon through there, and then it's a row of clusters in the chain one spaces. No, it's a row of clusters in the double crochet, and then there's a single crochet, chain two, single crochet, chain two, single crochet around, and then there is clusters in the chain two spaces, and then there's a row of clusters between the clusters, and now I'm doing a ruffle, which is three single crochets in each stitch around, and that makes the ruffle. And if you wanted to, you could take the 3 single crochets in each chain around, each stitch around, and make a ruffle on the sleeve. And I did get 2 feet done on her. This is mine. This is the one I'm keeping. And I did get her feet done. She doesn't have ears yet. Poor little tyke. She's earless. She hasn't been able to listen all week, and I have had some things to tell her. I talked to her about the prices in the rices. Sounds like a serial killer. What am I doing? I missed something. Christy has naked dolls everywhere. Susan Burke needs the pattern. Okay. You guys, I love you guys. 3 sons, 3 grandsons, so no girls. That's okay. Okay, well, I started an ear, and I've just done the 24. So that'll be the 24 stitch ear. But when I started that ear, it's like, you know what? We never did go over that ears and feet, and I think I know. I think we need to do that. Debbie Graber, welcome in. Regina Layfield, you're just going to have to come and follow a tutorial with us. That's all, because we do it right here. We make the whole bunny here. Well, we're working on a blanket. Kim G says she'd like a kitty. Sherry said how she has a tub of random body parts. I told her that comment out of context. Yes, yes. I do have a basket here of random body parts. I have one with a dowel in her to help with the neck stabilizer. It's too long, so I either have it sticking out of her head or up or out the wahoo. Woo! Ooh, that would not be comfortable. Yeah, I do have the pattern for this dress, Margie. It's on my community tab. You know what, Beth? I did say that because there's so many. I will show you how to do a cat. We'll do a somebody. We'll do a cat. But if I get into dogs, and there's schnauzers, and there's bulldogs, and there's um, uh, Labrador retrievers, and there's collies, and there's pit bulls, and there's just too many. Can I make a cat holding a microphone? Sure, why not? You mean like a megaphone, or do you mean like a microphone? Like drop the mic kind of thing? That's right, Sherry. Frenchies, fluffy Frenchies. Now I wonder where that idea came from, Chris. A somebody holding a microphone. Sure. Why not? You guys want a microphone pattern? I'm sure you could find one on Google. You just go into Google it, I guess. Regina, if you want to make a somebody, I think go to number 18. If you go to my channel and you look up Somebunny Sunday number 18, I think that's when we started the other somebody. My little psychotic fluff mister is right here beside me for Yahoo or Hoo Ha. That would be barbarians used to do that. They would take a pike pole, and when they captured their enemy, they would just bend them over, put in the pike till it came out through the head or the mouth or whatever, and then just plant it and left it there. It's like saying, don't come to try and attack us because look what we did to the last bunch. Paula, you could add any accoutrement you want. And if that's what you'd like me to do, I'll be glad to do that. Somebody with a cell phone, sure. In fact, we can do a somebody, and on the arm, you can get those little dots that are Velcro. I came up with it myself. You can get Velcro, a little dot of Velcro. That way you can put you can put a cell phone or a microphone, or look at this. I got Buddy in the mail. He flew in. Buddy comes with his own, I think he has hot chocolate this morning. This looks more like hot chocolate. What do you think? Hot chocolate and the steam coming up from his cup. Isn't he the cutest thing? And Kim took him to church, and their Sunday school group made bracelets, and it just fits around his neck. And they put his name on it, Buddy. And if you notice, the U is upside down, and that's to remind us that none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect, and we won't be perfect until we get there. And He will wash us clean and put on white robes, and we will be without sin, perfect. But until then, we are upside down. He also came with a over the shoulder bag to hold his things in, and he came with his own rattan chair, his own because he doesn't sit up by himself very well, so he sits there. He's going to go home with a scarf. I think I showed you the scarf that can I borrow that for a minute? I'll give it right back. I'll give it right back. Jeez. 7 is knitting him a scarf. The other knitting needle is actually a toothpick. Can you believe it? I can't hold it still enough to show you, but it is. What people do for love. But he went to a week-long camp. Oh, with the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders in the woods. And there was no internet and no Wi-Fi. So they really had to come up with some great crafts, and that was one of them. I thought it was your son. I think probably Who the knitter? No, Miguel. I think Miguel took him to Sunday school, and I'm getting Miguel mixed up with you, Kim. Kim went to a Bible camp for a week. Rita, or Sherry, are you getting a lot of rain today? You want to live in Maine? I don't know. People up there don't talk to you much. A toothpick, yeah, that's a toothpick. That's true, Thris. That's very, very true. Sherry lives about 3 miles from the beach, but she can be at the top of Mount Washington in a few hours. Christy says Portland. It doesn't get so hot in the summer. We call that living up in the boonies. Well, our home here is out. We're in an area called Fort White, and it's a big farm area. Excuse me, I don't know. Must have been the coffee this morning and no breakfast. I have not had breakfast yet, so um, we are actually 11 miles from Fort White and 3 miles from High Springs. Now, High Springs is an area of springs. There's Poe Springs, Blue Springs, Ginny Springs. Seven Springs isn't too far, but we're 3 miles from High Springs. But our mailing address, because High Springs is in Alachua County, and then you cross the Santa Fe, and we're in Columbia County. So our mailing address is Fort White, which is actually 11 miles from us in Columbia County. But we're not in a neighborhood. Uh, there is a house on 2 acres next to us. On the other end of the home is a vacant 2 acres, 2.5 acres. And there are people that live across the street, but it's like 2.5 acres. So uh, it's not like we're in a neighborhood where we got people right, 6 feet from us or anything like that. So I like it here. I can go outside. I can see squirrels and deer, and we have a pileated woodpecker that's about this big, redhead. Um, he's beautiful. He tears the trees up because there are lots of old trees. Fenway Park. Oh, I'd like to visit Fenway Park. It's an old chicken farm where they converted the coops into bunkhouses. And the husband and I were leaders, and the kids did not go to that one. Your kids didn't? Nancy lives in High Springs. Yes, she does. She's right around the corner from me. She's got yarn too, Nancy. Uh-oh, who is in Florida? Yarning? Kim, you were in Florida? Both of our boys and us worked Vacation Bible School, and the boys were campers to the Florida trip, and we were leaders there too. Well, I didn't know you were in Florida. I'd have come to see you. You've not seen any woodpeckers? We have a couple different kinds. We have the little ones that are black and white with a little bit of red on their neck. And then we have that great big, it's called a pileated. And they're big, and they can tear the heck out of a log in no time, a dead log. Dream on, Margie. I have been scuba diving and it's okay. I just don't like being under the water a long time. Yeah, we see deer. We this year we have a doe and a yearling and a fawn who's just losing its spots. Just so pretty. We don't have turkeys. Sherry, you think Bigfoot's up there? We have some snakes. We have a black snake, a couple of them, I think. I like them. They're so pretty. And we have raccoons. We have armadillo. We have possum. And I saw a bunny rabbit. I was looking out the backyard because I always like to look out the slider upstairs in the great room. Not the great room, the common room upstairs. And it has a glass doors that open. I like to look for the deer, but there was a bunny rabbit and he was just standing up looking around. It was so cute. And Kim has 35 acres that backs up to the government owned land that no one can build on. Oh, you are truly blessed. And Minnesota, Denise is in Minnesota with lots of wildlife. You know, we really live in their living room. We do. Sherry, I got to go to Australia and I got to dive the Great Barrier Reef, and that was I think I told you about that. Her name is Kim. We took a trip with over where did you come in Florida, Kim? Three woodpeckers. You know, we have bear here too, but I don't think we have any here in our area. Ha ha ha. Next to a wildlife center. That makes it special. Isn't that funny, Denise? They don't know the difference. They just keep pecking and it's just so metallic and they don't get it. Wow, met her husband on a scuba trip 33 years ago. Okay, guys, you saw three bunnies. Been on a date since 1978 when I met him. You know what, Margie? You need to plan a date night. Yeah, they will do that. Dig a hole. I'm not sure who you are, Snow, but thank you very much. I'm pretty old, I'll tell you that. Yeah, Thriss, this is what I have. It's my cheat sheet. It's got all the names in here of people who I want to keep track of. And I have, oh, I don't know, 3 or 4, 5 pages, 6 pages. Two baby fox came into the garden. Oh, I'll bet that was something special to see. Ginny Springs. Ginny Springs is right around the corner from me, Demi. A woodchuck. Oh my goodness. Now, I've seen woodchucks in Ohio when I go to my sister's. Humpbacks. Those whales are beautiful. Chipmunks. Those are cute. Tagged you in a video I think you will love. It's a wonderful guide moment twist. Yeah, that's the way I that's the way I did my Britain, Great Britain. Snow eats Ellie. Is Snow the name of the cat? It's okay. We let Brits come in. I lived in Fort Walton Beach for a few years in college. Oh, okay. I know where Fort Walton is. It's up in the Panhandle, and they're probably going to get a lot of wind. All right, guys. My time is almost up. I want to leave you with the thought: in all things, consider others more important than yourself. And I stated earlier, it doesn't mean they are. It just means that that's a good way to treat other people. And if we can put our pride aside and treat other people as if they're more important, then that makes us important in God's eyes. And that's the goal. That's the goal. Love. Snow, I think that's because we move into their living room and we chase them out. I love you too, Shirley Bain. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. I am going to go. I'm going to leave you in God's hands as I am with this storm coming. What will be, will be. But I pray that He holds you in the palm of His hand and He keeps you safe until we meet again on Wacky Wednesday. I love you all. Bye, guys.